And welcome back to another episode of The Hobby Never Sleeps. Dante, you're looking different. We're both looking different.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's time for a new change. It's the new calendar year in sports cards.
You know, we were just saying that. Is this what I think everybody could categorize it? Would you say that
I think so.
August 1st, that the day after the national, spring is upon us, football season is right there knocking on the door.
Of course.
Would you consider this to be like the fresh year?
Yeah, I
Quarter
think so.
one?
I think so. I think the football is a great point. Like, literally, football starts this week. Football is, I don't think football is the most dominant sport in the card universe anymore.
Agree.
But I would say,
It kicks it
is it
off.
the most prominent? Is that different, I guess? It's like, I don't know. It does kick it off.
Call me crazy. I think it's outside of like this past year because Wemby kind of like went crazy and the Spurs like, I know people expected it, but they didn't expect them to make the finals. Same with the Knicks, right? I feel like it's the most talked about sport during the season. Like it's very, at least from what I see. I could be wrong. I'm not like a huge NBA guy, so don't take me word for word. But like, I feel like it is like one of the more anticipated, like more exciting. Everybody's locked in on games just because it's only a 18 week regular season. You know,
go crazy for the quarterbacks.
Right.
There's more quarterbacks in the NFL than there are chases in the NBA.
Yes.
Do you disagree with that? Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, every team has a quarterback. Not every team has a chase. I mean, obviously, you're not chasing every quarterback in the NFL. Nobody's chasing Geno. Nobody's chasing, I don't know if anybody's chasing Kyler. Well,
so it's more, the players are more hyper-focused within the NFL than they are the NBA because there are less chases. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that.
Like, think about the Spurs. You have Castle, Wemby, and Harper. You could argue each one of those guys are some of the, obviously Wemby's the most expensive, but you can argue all three of those guys are a better ROI than each one of them. You know what I mean? To where like, if you're looking at, I'm a Chargers fan. Herbert, he's going to sell for more, or he's going to be a hyper-focused over Omarion Hampton or Ladd McConkey or those guys. So yeah, that's a good way to put it. I like that.
So it's the new calendar year sports cards, and we're going to kick it off with Update Series.
Yep.
We'll talk about that in a little bit because we have to talk about the 2026 National coming to an end just a couple days ago. It's a wrap. Here's what I'm going to say. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. If anybody thinks the National is a thing of the past, you are beyond wrong.
This was my
You are so wrong.
This was my fifth National. By far, it was one of my favorites for sure. By far the busiest it's been.
If you were there on Friday, holy moly.
Luckily,
that unbelievable.
Thankfully, we were in the PSA booth where we were kind of like in a cage.
Oh, I was out on the floor.
I know.
It was insane.
It was Toby and I on Saturday.
Yes.
No?
You
Friday,
guys were on Friday. You should have went upstairs.
Dude, you couldn't. Literally, it's just a sea of people.
Yep.
I mean, if that doesn't tell you the hobby,
and here's
I'm
the
getting
thing.
goosebumps.
Here's the thing. You may be elbow to elbow at Fanatics Fest, but you got to understand, not all those people, maybe 50% of those people are hobbyists. 50% are just fans of the game.
These are
where
all,
you're at the National.
All of them.
It is all hobbyists of all ages, of all genders, of all races, literally in that building, shoulder to shoulder, trying to make deals.
It was awesome.
Unbelievable. The hobby is not dead, obviously.
It's the opposite.
And the National will never die.
Yep.
Because holy moly. It did quiet down. Saturday was a little less busy. Sunday was a little, but that's how it goes.
Sunday was perfect.
Am I wrong to say it's kind of was opposite this year than it was last year? The front half of the National was a lot busier than the second half this year, where last year was kind of the opposite. I mean, Sunday wasn't crazy last year, but I felt like Saturday it still had a big.
Well, I don't think it helped.
chunk.
A lot of flights were canceled going into Chicago, like at the earlier part. Oh wait, no, it'd be the opposite.
It'd be the opposite.
So.
But still, people made.
I don't know.
I do know
people
people
made
that,
it. You're
that
right.
didn't get to make the National because their flights got canceled on like Wednesday.
Yep.
Somehow I got in and got out without any type of delay.
Oh, it was good.
People were nervous going back home. There was a little bit of a drop and a bump on
it got
the way
bumpy.
home.
Justin, it was a We the Hobby plane on the way back.
Seriously.
It just looked back at me like before we take off. He goes, "It's going to be a bumpy ride." I was like, "Why would you say that?" Because I hate flying.
We were sitting on the tarmac waiting for whatever, like our place in line. Dude, I fell asleep before we even took off.
Did you?
I was knocked. I didn't even know we took off until I woke up with like 15 minutes left to flight. You know what I do is I put down the tray. They didn't even wake me, which is funny. You're not supposed to have the tray down before takeoff.
Yep.
I put down the tray while we were waiting, put my arms down, put my head down, knocked out. Knocked out. They did not tell me they did not want to wake me. God bless them.
And I think that it came because, like, obviously we didn't get too much sleep. I mean, we'll go into details of our own experience at the National. But
that's
like,
on us a little bit.
Right, which is fine, though. Like, I mean, it's the 1 week where we kind of get out and we have fun. But I was fine all week, like, in all seriousness. Even running off of 4 hours of sleep.
I was fine, too.
But
the first day, it was tough for me.
When I got to the airport, I hit a wall. Yep. I ate my food like half asleep.
I fell asleep in the chair.
I know. That's
at
insane.
the airport.
I think it was just the excitement, get to see all these cards. But no, great experience this year. I had so much fun. Streaming was awesome. Got to do a lot with Grant Williams. That was really cool. He had been a part of, We the Hobby, like, breaking with us before. And that was the first time I ever met him or interacted. What a guy.
Yeah.
And then Serena brought on a couple of other guys.
Dude.
Scotty Upshaw, what a great dude.
Me and you got to talk to Kevin Gandhi, which was awesome.
He was
we see him on ESPN
too.
every night.
Yep.
I should have watched his first thing back, see if he mentioned us.
See if
he was like, I was at the National, Connor and Dante. You know what I always love? I tell you what, because there are times when I meet somebody new for the first time, if I'm talking with them, I'll forget their name in 2 seconds.
Same.
But the fact, like, I always appreciate when somebody remembers our name right away and uses it. Like, if I don't remember, I won't say your name. If I'm talking. Boom, Dante Connor. Every time he talked, loved that. Sixers fan. He was great to talk to. We broke down NBA, NFL.
Yep.
That was good. And then after you left, Roger Clemens came on.
I know. I didn't get to meet him.
Awesome. Yeah,
tell me about the experience with Roger Clemens. Obviously, you're a Yankees fan, and he's a little split.
Yeah, I tell you, I was very curious to see, because Roger Clemens was like, I mean, when he got on the mound, that's a different beast.
Yep.
He's a cold-blooded killer on the mound. 7-time Cy Young winner.
That's crazy.
2-time World Series champ. Like, nothing could bring that dude down. And he came in such class. He was very, what's the word? Like, he likes cards. He was willing to work with what we were doing. Like, he wasn't, like, closed off.
Just like a down-to-earth guy.
Yeah, like, he was great. And I don't want to say I was, like, shocked, because I don't have a preconceived notion of who he is.
Right.
But, like, he was really responsive to what me and ZC had to offer.
That's so cool.
We were just ripping cards. He literally, I don't know if you saw this, he gave me his College World Series championship ring. Or is it his College World Series championship ring? And let me wear it. And dude, he was with, and it was Texas, and I was so close.
That's so cool.
I started turning my hand. He goes, "Keep the horns up." I started turning my hand, and I was like,
"He said, keep the horns up." Did he actually?
I literally go, "You are so lucky. I'm a good person."
That's crazy.
Because I wanted to go horns down, just for the memes. And I was like, "Listen."
He probably would have walked off.
That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid. He was awesome.
Did you bring up the whole Yankees Red Sox thing? Like,
didn't get too much into it.
Okay.
Didn't get too much into it. But no, he was great. We talked about like current ball, pass ball.
We got to meet Toby and I also got to.
So he won 2 College World Series with Texas. So
Texas,
yeah, it was
gotcha.
great. Yep.
Toby and I also got to sit down and rip with some of the young rookies in the NHL. That was cool.
Yeah.
Those kids are giants. Definitely like caught them off guard. They were definitely, it seemed like, I mean, you know how Toby and I are. We're a couple of goofballs. So, like, we were asking them dumb questions. You know what I mean? And they're probably caught off guard with how big this environment is. Didn't seem like a lot of them were really card collectors, so they didn't really know kind of like what was going on. But they were all just great kids. Excited to see them in the future. But no, dude, what an experience. I mean, you and I, we got to walk around for a little bit. Made some great deals. You know, I picked
up some good cards.
I picked up some great stuff. Which actually like brings me to my next point. Going back, we'll come back to some of our stories, but it's the new year of cards. What is your like New Year's resolution in the sport card world? Do you have one?
I think something I've been thinking about a lot over the last couple of days is investing money I put elsewhere into cards.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little tough right now because I'm trying to buy a house. But, like, things I would maybe put towards other ventures into cards because I'm seeing so many people make money. I see your Jesus Mate that you bought for $3K, sold for $10K plus, and I'm like, what am I doing?
I know.
Where I'm like, I need to just put more money into stuff and hold it.
Right.
And then when the time is right, sell it and take more risks. I mean, I think I take more risks in buying, grading, selling aspect,
Yep.
and I'm sitting in the PSA queue. That would maybe be one, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe holding on to cards longer in general that I have. Like, I'm too quick to sell. I don't know. What about you?
No, I like that. But I also think like there's always a time and a place. Like it's always good to take profit. Like I lucked out on that Jesus Mate. You know what I mean? If anybody doesn't know, I had a black refractor, bought it from a customer with us. He hit it, bought it at full comp. 4,000 was the last comp on it. Because I thought Jesus Mate was going to be a beast, and he turns out very, very good. I mean, number one prospect in baseball right now. It's a PSA 910 on the auto. And I'm comping out my cards the day of the National with my buddy, and he's like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? He's like, this Jesus Mate in a PSA 10 that day did 27,000. So I'm like, oh, we're up. But that's a dude. I feel like that's a rare case though. So that's why it brings me to my yearly resolution was not only buying and selling a lot more, because I really only buy and sell during the National. But I'm going to focus on a lot of the lower end stuff. I'm going to focus on buying up lots of numbered cards ranging from, $5 up to like $50, just because I feel like it is a higher ROI. Instead of buying, obviously I'm going to be focusing, investing my money into some of the bigger cards, like the stuff that I picked up. But like, I feel like there's so much missed opportunity. It's going to take longer. Yeah. It's going to be a lot more cards, a lot more work, but like, we all enjoy it.
Well, you know what I was thinking about too is like starting to look on eBay for exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But change my shipping address straight to the vault. PSA vault. And that way I can better articulate where the market of it is.
Categorize
and I can see exactly how much it's going up. Where like if I buy $30, $50 cards, go all to the vault, and I can watch it more, how it's doing.
Okay.
If I want a PSA offer, let's just say he has a great game, PSA offer goes up, boom, I can sell it, and it's not as much as like I have to go to a show, I have to sell it on eBay, and all that stuff, where I can watch it digitally.
In regards to that, do they have to be graded? Do you know the PSA Vault or no?
I think so.
They do? Okay.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Okay. That's not a bad idea though. I didn't even think of that. I was just gonna grind it out on eBay. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean you could do that too. You could do that too. Go find some snipes and then hold and wait.
Yeah.
See what happens. I will say something that a lot of feedback from people from this year's National, and I heard that at Fanatics Fest too, is everybody is wildly over comp.
Yeah.
Everybody's at 135%, and they won't work down to 90. They want you to work down to 110, 100%.
Yeah.
And then they're stingy on not making a deal where so many deals fell through and missed opportunity. I understand you're trying to make your money back at the end of the day, but here's the thing. That's not my problem. If you lost, take your loss and let's move on.
Right.
If you want to hold it, hold it.
Right.
If it's not a card you really want to sell, then don't sell it.
For sure.
Like, don't price it so high.
But on the contrary, I will defend them. Like if somebody's willing to buy that, like if you're okay with letting it sit in there, and somebody, like let's say it's a $5,000 card, you have it priced at $6K, and somebody's willing to pay $5,500,
Of course.
Why not?
But I'm also seeing $500 cards up at $800.
Right. See, I'm fine with it. I understand the frustration as a consumer for sure, but like no one's forcing you to pay that. You don't have to buy that card.
No, of course.
And no one's forcing you to sell it. So I personally, I don't see a problem with it. Is it annoying as a consumer? For sure, but like go find that card somewhere else. You know what I mean? If you really, really want that card, be willing to pay over the comp, you know? On the contrary, I understand the frustration though, because there were a lot of situations that I ran to walking around where there were cards because I was trying to buy Cam Ward and there wasn't a lot out there because I think a lot of people believe in him. I paid full comp on one because I truly believe, and of course, and here we are. So,
did you buy him raw?
I did not. I bought 0 raw cards at the National. Do you tell me what was your favorite pickup? What did you?
Honestly, I didn't pick up a single thing.
You didn't.
I only sold.
Sold?
I only sold some stuff. I think it was a matter of, like, after the first day, I didn't really have the time to.
Fair.
Went around, did a bunch of content, and then by Saturday, Sunday, I was on stream, so I didn't really get to pick up anything, which I'm fine with, but I did get to sell. So there are a lot of cards I do wish I bought. Like, I saw a Spectra RPA 101 Kyler Murray. Listed at it was 2K as somebody's. Is it 2K? I don't know. Maybe like 1,500.
It's not bad. I picked up that,
but it was his gold vinyl patch auto.
That Contenders cracked ice.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray.
Listen, apparently Kyler Murray was a hot commodity at the Nationals this year.
It was 2K.
Yeah, apparently everybody wanted him. Even ZC bought a Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I talked to some other people that were buying Kyler Murray.
I just thought it was cheap for who the player is.
Of course.
Like, do I think he's going to be in the future?
I'm telling you, we've talked about this before. Or how do I say this? Making money in the hobby isn't always about who you believe in and who you think is going to win a Super Bowl. Part of it is about timing. Our conversation about Michael Penix way back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if he's a starting quarterback anymore, but it's all about timing. Kyler Murray goes out, pops off for one game. I bet you we see a 30% increase. Mm-hmm. Deshaun Watson, market, nothing. He goes in, starts game one, and it goes up. Boom. His $300 cards maybe go to $600 cards. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's all about timing. I don't think either of those are going to win Super Bowl.
I agree.
Vikings maybe. But
yeah,
sometimes it's all about timing.
No, I like that take. That's a good one. Oh, one more person I did want to mention. I couldn't leave this off the list. We went to the Panini party this year. Saw Chad Ochocinco, Ricky. But you pulled me aside and go, dude, I think that's LaDainian Tomlinson in there. If you don't know, as a diehard Chargers fan, he is the reason I'm a Bolts guy. So got to meet like my childhood hero. If there was one person that I could meet or spend a day with before I die, it was LT. And I told that to him, and he's like, I really appreciate that. But shout out me and my best friend Colin. He's the reason that we are Chargers fans. That's from awesome. Like upstate New York. So that I've met some I'm
happy you got to meet
him.
I
met some really, really cool people, including Gronk. Shout out. That was our podcast guest. Yep. Make sure you guys go watch that video.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Got to meet a lot of really cool people, but I was shaking after that. That was so cool.
No, that was really cool. There were a lot of people at the Panini party. Darius Acuff, Karim Lopez, 2 first-round draft picks in the NBA. Andrew Jones was there. He reposted me on a story. Funny enough.
Saw that. That was cool.
Who else? You had LaDainian Tomlinson. You said Ocho. Emmitt Smith. Didn't want to talk to anybody.
No, I felt bad for Carl.
Don't go to an event like that if you're not willing to take pictures of people, respectfully. Dez Bryant. He took pictures of people.
I met Dez last year at a party, and he's one of the most down-to-earth guys, too. Really, really nice guy.
Who else was there? Andre Dawson.
Oh, I didn't know he was there.
Yeah, Andre Dawson, Bills guy.
Andre Reed.
Andre Reed. Not Dawson. I don't. Listen,
the Expos guy.
He lost 4 Super Bowls. His name's easily forgettable.
Stop it.
That's crazy. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. He had a great career. But yeah, no, that was cool. You brought up Gronk. Really cool. Ryan McNair got to do the show on eBay Live with Gronk.
Yep.
They pulled a Tom Brady auto.
That's insane. 2,000.
Which was crazy.
What are the odds? The Breakers always get the juice boxes.
Apparently that blew up. It was really cool. I wish I could have watched it live.
I know.
And then Gronk also pulled his rookie card. Yep. He signed it. Basically a 101 at that point.
That was cool.
And he knows about inscriptions now. If you watched last week's podcast, he knows about inscriptions, which is really cool. Trying to think of what else. Long lines for a lot of stuff. It was impossible to get food at the National, I feel like.
PSA was...
You really had to wait.
Tough.
PSA was long, not as long as last year,
really?
In my opinion.
Okay,
yeah.
I just saw the line.
Well, do you remember? You remember last year when we were in the PSA booth? We were up against the wall, and the line never ended.
Yeah.
So I think people were a little bit scared. Not scared, but more like reserved when it came to grading this year, I think. Just because it's taken longer. You can't drop off valuable.
Yeah, exactly. With everything going on right now, it just makes it kind of tough.
Yep.
You know,
but breaking at PSA was awesome. We didn't I will say we didn't get stools, and my back was hurting.
Oh my God, my knees were shaking.
Yep.
I had to sit on another garbage can
Another garbage can back to back years.
No, they did great. Shout out.
It was awesome.
You want to know what very impressed me? Wasn't too hot. in the convention center
No.
at all.
Oh.
And the internet actually wasn't terrible.
Cap. It was awful.
Okay, in comparison,
It was
though,
awful.
you've only been to 2 nationals. I'm telling you.
Last year's was so much better.
Well, dude.
This year's Wi-Fi was awful.
Sunday came around, and I'm at Boost comping cards. Took 2
Well, that's because nobody was there.
I mean, there was still a lot of people there, but not in comparison. You're right.
Friday, I couldn't load a thing all day. When there were 9 million, not actually, people in that convention center.
That's fair.
Unbelievable. You know what I will say? Better. You know what multiple people told me, actually? So I asked a lot of people when I was going around doing content. I kept asking them, do you think the National and Fanatics Fest can coexist? And multiple people, everybody said yes. Of course they can. Of course. The National will never go away. Fanatics Fest at this rate won't go away. But what they kept saying is, what if they did Fanatics Fest and the National the same weekend in the same city? You could even do it in the same convention center. Multiple people pitched the Atlanta Convention Center because it's massive. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Having the same weekend, same city, opportunity to do both at the same time and enjoy both sides of it if they kind of merge together.
Well, yeah, I like the idea of it merging together makes a little more sense. Just because we do have so many card shows. Like, we do have the Dallas, we have the West Coast, we had the Midwest Monster. Like, there's so many big, the Burbank. Like, there's so many big card shows. I like the idea, but I think Fanatics Fest is almost too big. I would like to see them collab with something like a West Coast card show. That's a little smaller than the National. You know what I mean? Like, even though that you're right, like Atlanta is big, I really don't know if they could hold that many. I mean, that's probably 1 million people, I would assume.
Oh, it'd be a lot.
Was there a total number at the National? How many people?
Let me look. Has not been publicly released.
Okay.
That's according to AI Gemini.
Okay.
But they said before that they expect 125K to 150K this year, which last year was about, I believe, 100K.
So this is Fanatics Fest did 200,000. So we're talking upwards of let's say 350,000.
So let me ask you this: what's more impressive? 200,000 people at Fanatic in terms of straight the hobby in this community. What's more impressive, 200K at Fanatics Fest or 150K at the National? I think it's the National.
I still think it's the National
because I think 100K of those people aren't all hobbyists.
Now let me ask you a question: how many of those people at Fanatics Fest also went to the National? Percentage wise, 20%.
That's about what I was thinking. About 50K, maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
What are your thoughts on that idea? I don't know if I love it just because it's so. I mean,
I don't know how it would work.
It's almost too much.
I've also am following a trend when it comes to Fanatics. That ain't ever gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
Them sharing their space.
They want to do their own stuff. You know
they
what
want
I mean?
all the credit.
And I get it. Yeah, I don't blame them. You know, I get it. No, I like this. I like the separate. I actually wish they would have spread it out a little more. You know what I mean? Like, I was not a fan that
they
it was
need to spread it out.
Weeks.
Oh my goodness, they need.
There were other Dallas Card Show was like the same time.
And here's the thing: is I don't think they think about the people when it's all said and done. Because if they truly were all about the fans, but also the hobbyists that are fans, they would spread it out because financially people can't do both.
Right.
If you want a better turnout and you want people to be able to afford the opportunity to go to Fanatics Fest and the National, you don't put it 2 weeks apart. You put it 2 months, 3 months apart. Think about the fans and the hobbyists before you think about the money to be made.
I agree.
And the agenda of taking down the National.
And I mean, in like, I'm just critiquing, like thinking of better solutions for Fanatics Fest. Like, look at the spot they put it in. They put it in New York City. It's not cheap to get hotels in New York City. It's not cheap to fly into JFK.
You should have looked.
Like,
you should have looked at the hotel. We were fortunate enough. We didn't pay for our hotels. You should have looked at the Chicago hotels.
I believe it.
With Lollapalooza, Yankees, Cubs, and the National all at the same time. Holy moly.
Yeah, I bet it was nuts. So just something to keep in mind, like moving forward. Like,
100%.
I would love to see them put it in Atlanta. Like, just Fanatics Fest. Atlanta would be a great spot. You know what I mean? It's a massive city.
Yep.
I don't listen, I'm not an economist, but I would assume it's not as expensive as it is in New York City. You know what I mean?
No.
I understand the draw.
It's also easier. I guess you could take the train from the outside in New York City, but like it's easier, I think, in Atlanta
It's accessible.
to go from the outside in
than it
where
is.
you can stay. You don't have to stay right in the city. I think Chicago is a little similar. New York City, you can't take the trains. I think it's a little bit different.
But like
New
the
York
trains
City's
from where?
Mecca.
Like where are you going from? Westchester County or like
like
Long Island?
I mean, you go like
Hoboken?
Newark, Hoboken.
Man, it's still like what 30-minute train ride,
Yeah.
and you've got an extra 200,000 people there. Like it doesn't.
Oh,
help,
100%.
so. Yeah, no, I agree. That was interesting.
I will ask you, were there any big celebrities we didn't talk about that you saw walking the floor?
Well,
Like
that
Logan
was-
Paul was one.
That was another thing. I think it felt like there were a lot more big names at the National this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than it was prior years. I mean, even us hanging out with Grant Williams, all the names that we hung out with, like we didn't do that these last couple of years.
No.
You know, it was cool.
Yeah, there were a lot. I mean, I saw Ruben walking around. I said Paul.
Shine was there.
Shine was there. Gosh, I'm trying to think of who else because there's so many names I saw walking around.
Oh, the UFC guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Max
Holloway. Thank you.
Holloway.
Yep.
AJ and Big Justice.
Yep.
I tell you what, too.
Matos Buzalis, Caleb Johnson. They were
Wilson.
Excuse me, Caleb Wilson. Were both there.
I tell you what, too. Justin brought up a great point. I talked to somebody about this weekend. When it comes to Big Justice, walking around the National and even at the Panini party, for somebody that has had so much popularity in the last 2 years, the kid has never lost like being a kid.
No,
Like,
he really
and
he loves.
he was nice to everybody. Like, I don't know if you ended up like talking to him at all. He would
yeah.
talk to anybody that came up to
Heck
him.
yeah.
He would take a picture with anybody that came up to him.
him and his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, great guys.
Like
Great dudes.
they just it wasn't like, oh no, maybe next time I'm too big for this. He was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good to people. And then he was at the Panini party shooting basketballs, running around like
Yep.
a 13-year-old kid. It's so small. Probably not even worth bringing up, but it was something that, I mean, it's cool. I went up to him, literally talked to him, told him who doesn't love a nice little chicken bake. But that was cool. Also, random shout. You probably don't even know who this is, but when we were at the casino, I literally walked by and said what's up to Taylor Kinney. So I don't know if you watch Chicago Fire, but he is Kelly Severide in Chicago Fire. And honestly, if anybody, I think I was the most taken back by this guy.
No way.
Logan Paul, I didn't care in my group or whatever.
That's cool.
When Kelly Severide, Chicago Fire, walked by me, because they shoot in Chicago, and I'm sure they just started the new season. Yep, that took me back. And then I also saw some guy from Love is Blind, which was fun.
Nice. Did you see Renee from Storage Wars?
Oh, of course.
It's my guy.
Of course.
He said,
He
well,
was there.
speaking of casino, how'd you do?
Next question.
I crushed.
Yeah?
I ate at the poker table. It was awesome. Except the last day, Renee comes and sits down at our table, and he's just
Really?
yapping the whole time, raising blind like crazy.
Sounds
and I lost a little bit. But like overall, that was the best that I've ever done
Really?
at that place.
There you go.
Great
I
action.
think next year we stay away.
The only problem I had with it, which it's not their fault, we both got we were on the waiting list to go play cards.
I never got
play
notified.
poker.
Never.
I didn't even see you on there.
I never got notified.
It was he told me it was a 3.5 hour wait. Thankfully, I put in my wait list time.
Yeah.
There were 163 people ahead of me.
Dude,
I was like, holy cow.
I never got notified.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
That's
know if my
nuts.
name ever came up. Never got notified.
I didn't see your name ever up there.
No, I wasn't gonna go play either way.
That's
I left early. I think next year we go out and enjoy more Chicago.
Yeah, I agree. We went to the White Sox game, and that was a blast.
Yeah,
That was
we
a
would have
gra-
went to the Cubs game if it wasn't for the Panini party.
I know.
'Cause we were right.
And
we were
that was
right
another
there, too.
person. He was there, but I didn't get to run into him. Our good buddy Justin Steele. I didn't get to see him, which is unfortunate. But he's the man. He's
Yeah.
the man. That was a good time.
Also, big story going around right now
Yes.
in the hobby is so there was apparently, and it was caught on film, a father and son stealing a Patrick Mahomes gold to 50 gem and 10. If you see it out there, let somebody know.
It'll get
But
found.
it's so unfortunate because like I don't want to say one person ruins it for everybody because it was just such a small incident and I didn't hear of anything else. Nobody running away, nobody stealing, but something unfortunate.
It is.
Something so
sad.
unfortunate, and it's so unfortunate that the dad allowed it, and I don't know if the dad taught it.
That's
the kid,
the craziest thing to
because
me,
both of them are to blame.
Yeah.
And it's so unfortunate. And like what's even worse is way too many people are focusing on the price of the Patrick Mahomes card if you go into comments than the Patrick Mahomes card actually being stolen.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, that Patrick Mahomes card shouldn't be worth that much." I'm like, "Why is that the problem we're focused on?"
The card is stolen, right?
Literally.
You know what I mean? So if anybody is listening to this and they haven't heard the story, make sure, what is it? It's 2021 Gold Prism? Or what was it?
2025.
Is it 25?
2025 Topps Chrome image variation. Patrick
There
Mahomes.
it is, right there. Bang. Pop 4. Okay.
Pop 4.
Man, that's a beautiful card.
So if you see one, check social media, see if it's the right numbering.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But here's the thing: is that I'm sure those people have seen this video where that thing is not going to go for sale for months.
No.
Months, and it's probably going to get moved privately.
Yep.
If it hasn't already been.
Yep.
Like, do you think maybe they already went up to another booth?
I hope not.
At the National to sell it?
That was my first thought. Is like they probably took that card and instantly went to another booth and sold it.
Probably.
So even if that card gets found, like how are they going to? A lot of those
things have cameras. Like,
I get it, but like, how do you track that person down?
No, I know. Like somebody would have come forward already at this point on social media. Like, oh, this was sold to me.
That's true.
Yeah,
you're right.
That kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, just keep an eye out if you guys are listening to this.
Do you think we'll ever get to the point one day
sick.
where PSA slabs have some type of tracking in it?
Yeah, that's interesting. That'd be
because I think it will.
I mean, it practically does already, like
course,
having the cert number.
number.
But that's a great take. I mean, it's just more money that's going to be charged to us.
Maybe that's something though that like
is worth it.
Well, is only for big cards. Like, what if like it's $10,000 plus value?
Makes it tough though because cards
gets a chip in it.
Cards fluctuate.
Of course. But I think at that point, like,
or you can pay an upcharge to have your cards tracked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I'd be curious how much like that tracking
probably be pretty expensive.
I don't know. I don't know if it would be
$50.
At that point, I would do it.
I would too.
If I had a $20K card, $50 is not there.
Oh, for sure. Like, but I'm just saying.
Of course.
If you have a $400 card, are you doing
no?
That? You know what I mean?
No.
If it's $1,000, are you doing it?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Of course. But that's where I'm like, listen, if it's that expensive, I would pay the extra to add tracking. Here's the thing: if I'm looking to sell it like right away, no.
Right.
But if it's something where maybe I'll have it at shows, maybe I'll hold it. Yeah, maybe. Just in case. You never know. Your house gets robbed.
That's fair.
You get something stolen at TSA.
That's fair.
Like, I was nervous bringing cards in my suitcase, my checked bag going through the airport. You should have seen me when I came back from the Whatnot show at Streamer University.
You were scared that you were like, oh, you should put those in your
I don't know
case.
if I say this. I had like 40K worth of product in my suitcase.
I saw that.
I'm like, I'm nervous. I don't even know. Hopefully they all came back.
Right.
But yeah, no. I mean, it was a fun national.
Dude, you want to know the coolest card that I picked up? It was actually one of the cheaper ones I picked up, and it was still expensive. I went pretty hard after I sold that Made. I'm not going to lie to you. But it was a, man, I wish I remember this kid's user. Actually, I'm going to shout him out right now. Because, I mean, one of the nicest dudes. Actually, do you know Grant's buddy that was kind of walking around with him? Had the tattoo, the arm sleeve?
Who's Grant?
Williams.
Oh, yeah.
His business partner.
Yeah.
I ran into him. Crap, I want to shout him out just real quick. Colossal Sports is his username on Instagram. It was a 2015 flawless patch auto to 10 3-color patch of Deion Sanders in the Ravens kit. The only one of its kind was out of flawless. He only played like a year and a half with the Ravens, and he's only got 2 patch autos. The one that I have, the flawless patch auto, and then an exquisite patch auto. Just a cool card. It's $1,400. It's in an SGC slab. I'm going to crack it out, send it over to BGS, and see what it gets. I just thought it was a sick card. 3-color patch. Just like, I love finding cool stuff like that increases. But I don't know. I just wanted to bring that card up
100%.
and shout out Colossal.
Did you see the whole story with the president of PSA was harassed at the National?
No, I didn't see
Basically, somebody, I guess a couple people, approached the president, Nat Turner, who was walking the show floor, and there's a group of attendees upset, and began yelling, cursing, attempted to physically confront him. Shout out to the on-site security, got it handled. But then later, another man started yelling at him, telling him PSA was a terrible company, yada, yada.
Jeez.
Like, it is so frustrating. It's stuff like this that really bothers me. One, at the end of the day, we're all human. 2, at the end of the day, PSA is just doing what is right to fix the backlog. Like, everybody is so mad about the backlog, but like, PSA is doing something about it. Do you want it to get even more backlogged? Like, I don't get it.
If I was Nat, I would have said, put yourself in my shoes as a CEO.
Of course.
What are you going to do to improve it?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious.
Like,
I'm curious to see
lower
what they would have
prices
said.
and double the submissions.
Right. Make it cheaper so then we just get even more backlog and we'll see your cards in 5 years.
Yep. You know what I say? What's your name? He says the name. Boom. Blacklist you from every single PSA order you've ever submitted and will ever submit. Like, there's no room for it. Like, genuinely no room for it. PSA is trying to catch up on the backlog.
You can have your
let them.
Right. And you can have your criticism. You don't know what's going on in this company for sure. You know what I mean? Like, do I think that they took on too much at one point, taking on Beckett and SGC? Yes, I do. But are they doing their best to correct the situation at hand? I think so. I think this is a great thing. I think that holding cards back, I'm cool with waiting for my cards right now. If that means my next submission is going to get back on time.
It is taking forever.
It is taking forever. I get it. But like this is nothing compared to what we were waiting for in 2020. That was over a year. And I remember submitting over a year and a half for cards to get back. Like a year and a half.
Yeah,
like I assume, knock on wood, I hope it comes back sooner than that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't know.
You know what's big news too? Didn't even talk about it, is PSA just opened up their 5th hub in Texas.
Nice.
PSA is opening up a 5th official grading facility in Plano, Texas. Which will just gonna scale operations, modernize facilities, and just help to relieve the backlog, but also a future where we're not so backed up, which is pretty big. So hopefully that helps. I mean, we talked about hiring more graders, opening up new facilities. So this is exactly what they're trying to do to fix it. I think it's going to better them. I think it's going to better the community and better the future of grading in the hobby.
I agree.
Which I think is so big. Let's jump in. So Topps Chrome Baseball came out a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
The Ohtani chase was insane.
Oh my God,
insane. Like, I tell you what, all the logos were hit quick.
They were hit pretty quick,
which I think it's a good thing. But they were hit quick.
You also got to think a lot in I don't know, as a breaker, we just see it more because I would say in regards to hobby product, what would you say the percentage of it is being broken?
Off the rip?
Just in general, being by breakers. Like, breakers are the ones that are ripping the product, selling it, and going from there.
90%.
I'd probably say closer to 95.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah, 100%.
So with these releases, especially Topps now, it was nonstop. I don't know how much they printed. Breakers have ripped a lot of product within the last couple of weeks. So, I don't know how much is left out there, but we ripped a crap ton of it.
Did you? Oh, gosh, I hope I'm not saying this wrong.
So it was inevitable is what I'm saying. It was inevitable that they were going to be hit soon.
I hope I'm not saying this wrong. I heard the story of the Ohtani dual logo getting hit. Gosh, hopefully this is wrong. I'm pretty sure I read that he bought 2 cases, finished the first case, and then boom, in the first box of the second case, when he wanted to give up, it hit it. if I'm not mistaken.
So I heard something different. I heard that the card owner gifted a box to a customer.
No.
That hit it, a hobby box.
Oh, man.
By the way, 95% of break. I'm just throwing this out there as a PSA. 95% of the breakers rip the product. Guess what? A breaker did not hit this card.
And I tell you what, prime example of what I've been preaching for the longest time.
So the breakers do not hit all the best stuff.
Seriously.
We just post all the best stuff.
You know what I will say? I'll get your take on this because there was an account that was really mad that put out the $12 or $13 million bounty that they didn't get an opportunity to make an offer.
Buy the card.
To buy the card. And I think at the end of the day, a buyer can do whatever he wants. If he wants legit money from a legit person,
and it's 11
he's
million
gonna
bucks.
take it.
If
you have the comfort of knowing this deal is 100% going through,
Don't
you
blame
might
it.
take the 11 million opposed to the
Like,
12, 13,
think-
where it's like it's a question mark.
Think about the guy who bought the card. That guy we have seen all over the internet buying the biggest cards out there. He was good for 11 million bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that wire was probably like this, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him. I think I would have done the
You know
same thing.
what's so fascinating? For like buying a big car like that, we saw him walking the floor 20 minutes later.
You're right, dude. He was at the National while it got pulled.
20 minutes later, just walking the floor.
I wonder if he went down and picked that card up like that day.
Maybe later after. It couldn't have been that moment because like literally
He was at we were breaking at the PSA booth. I look over, there he is with his clan.
Well, I think he was there like I don't even remember what day. Was it Friday that was pulled?
Yes.
One of the days.
We were
but I
in the
literally,
PSA booth.
literally
I was
saw
like-
him like that day.
Like,
So
dang it. I want to pull that card so bad.
crazy.
so
I wonder if
sad.
that's already on hand.
Well, listen, we talked about this. Do you think that it's $11 million? Do you think it's an $11 million card?
I don't. I
don't?
don't. Maybe one day, but like, why? What makes an $11 million card?
I mean, it is an iconic. Like, it's the first time that there's ever been a dual logo man, both from different year MVPs and two signatures. One being his. It's a card that no one's ever seen before.
Like, but here's the
something
thing:
like
is
that.
we
I
talked.
get it,
We
though.
talked about this the other day. Would you rather have that,
Right.
or is
Bowman Chrome Super Auto.
Refractor Auto? And
I'm
I
taking
think
this-
it's the rookie.
I think so too. I think so
Like-
too. I agree with you. I don't disagree with that.
That's what I'd rather have. Listen, do I think it's a very expensive card? Yes.
For
I
sure.
think it's a $6-7 million card. 11. I don't know.
There's not going to be another one of those out there.
And here's the thing. We talked about this last week. I wish we had the pod last week before so I can go back and say I was right. I think that helped the Cooper Flag debut patch market.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've already seen bounties. I already saw a $2 million bounty for the Cooper Flag. And I said it was going to be a $2 million card.
Yep.
Oh, you wait. I can't wait to go in the comments. We the Hobby better block my account for a week.
What is that?
I've already been looking at the comments on like Paul Skeen's Cooper Flag comparison we did like 6 months ago. Oh, boy. Oh, were we right? Oh, no. It's not going to be over $1 million. My ass.
God, you're so smart.
It's a $2 million plus card.
Conte's so smart.
No, it's just like common sense.
I know, you're right.
Like Paul Skeen's.
Whoever said it wasn't is crazy. Obviously,
yeah. Cooper Flags would be $2 million. I tell you what, it might go to $3 million at this rate.
And then
I
listen,
really think it does.
I want to ask you a question because we talked about this earlier. The card was back at the National being passed around.
Was it really?
Yes, dude. How do you feel about that?
Not good.
I don't like it either.
Why
I
is
think it's going to grade a 6.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I have an inside source said it was at the National. It wasn't at. It was in Chicago.
Huh.
And I don't like that.
I don't like
Leave
that
the
either.
card alone.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
I
Leave it
don't-
at Tops. Where's Tops located?
I don't like that either.
California?
You know,
Leave it.
You know what I was just thinking about? I was literally about to say, why didn't Topps drop update series the week of the National?
Oh my
And
God.
then I thought that actually makes sense. Topps did not drop it because they do not want to give the National a layup in terms of like a massive release right on the National. So I was like, okay, man, that
I
makes sense.
didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Wow,
Because
you're so right.
You know how much money that would have brought
God.
in for that entire whatnot section
Would've been awesome.
of the National? Been interesting. But That is coming out this week, and that's
Yeah.
going to be electric.
It's gonna be sick.
I'm telling you.
There's a lot of like 5 and 6 in that 7-figure cards.
Do you think
in
the
that
Cooper
product.
Flag is the only $1 million card in there?
I
think so, right?
Yeah,
It's gotta
yeah.
be.
I'm trying to. I mean, no one else.
I think. Well, Dylan Harper's $300,000 Superfractor rookie auto. Does that mean his debut patch doesn't mill? Like, no, right?
No, I don't think so.
Khan's definitely doesn't. Harper's the only one that I think would shock people into a mill.
Is LeBron signing?
Yeah, but like, would that do a mill? I don't think so.
I mean, his Topps Chrome did $1 million.
I mean, I think Dylan Harper's would fetch $500K, $600K.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Because did anybody
There's
other?
no way it'd do $1 million, right?
No, people are crazy.
People are crazy.
In the best way
I mean,
possible.
somebody just bought that Shohei for freaking $1 billion.
I'll be curious though. At the end of the day, I bet you this debut patch brings out the dogs. Yeah. Like I think you start to see the.
What do you think?
Mr. Wonderful
final sale price.
I'll say 3.5 million.
I was gonna say $5 million.
It really could be. That's the thing.
This Shohei is screwing everything up.
I
dude.
think the Shohei Ohtani
in a good way. In a good way. Bring more money into this hobby.
Changes the market of the Cooper Flag. I think it raises it. I think bounties. I think there's people that are going to be mad that their bounty didn't get reached or they got upped or they didn't get that card, and people are going to start to shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see guys like Mark Cuban get in the mix.
Yeah.
I mean, huge Mavs guy. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't he come out and drop $4 million pocket change and go buy an Ohtani logo?
I agree with
I mean, not Ohtani. Cooper Flag logo. A debut patch. Jeez. It's going to be fun. Heck yeah. It's going to be a crazy week.
What was the coolest card you saw at the National? Like your favorite card maybe that you saw, if you can think of one off the top of the head.
mean,
just because I have one that I saw posted. I didn't see it in person, but I saw it posted.
So, I mean, I saw this at the Dallas Card Show, but I saw it again. The Patrick Mahomes final year, final green kaboom license.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the finite was there? His rookie finite was it was at the PSA booth.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I did say? I already
The
told you this. Not coolest card, but coolest collection. But I was taken back by what's his name? RPA Al.
PSA Al.
PSA Al.
Yeah, how
who
cool
had
is
a bunch
that?
of the biggest QB RPAs in the game, all to 99, I think I saw. Yeah. It was really cool. There was Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts,
Allen Herbert,
Josh Allen, Herbert, Joe Burrow. Might be it.
Lamar,
if I didn't say that. Which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Nuts?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mine, I will shout it out. Shout out Sasha for actually pointing this out to me. And then I realized I followed him on Instagram. One of the guys that sells like a lot of card stuffs for or sells to procurement, bought the 1/1 last year Prism Kobe. Really? Pretty sick. It was on Instagram. What a clean freaking card.
Really?
What a clean card. The only reason I bring it up is because we've been ripping a lot of that for some reason. Like before we were going to the National, we ripped a couple of boxes of that.
Oh, you know what's funny? A really cool card I sold. Really funny story. I'm walking out of the National, and I see Danny, and I go up to him. I go, "What's up?" And he literally goes, "Yo, check this."
Bodega Danny?
Yeah. Pulls out the Anthony Edwards logo man auto out of his pocket. I go, all right. Crazy flex, but all right, Danny.
Whoa.
All right, dude.
All right, big dog.
And I was like, it's a pretty sick card.
That is sick.
I wish I got to really just go look more. Like I did raise some cards when we were doing content, but didn't get to really look. There's a lot of cool stuff. I saw a lot of crazy soccer stuff. Mm-hmm. Messi 101 Color Blast. I believe it's like one of his only Superfractor color or gold vinyl Color Blast because it was out of the Panini pack.
VIP, yep.
There's a lot of cool stuff. I tell you what, too, dude. The National boxes were crazy this year.
I think that's why they were so hard to get.
And I'm
because they loaded that stuff.
You know what I also learned this year? My biggest tip. I don't know how all those things will work in the future now that they're unlicensed and they lost a lot of their cards at this year's National. If you can't get an appointment, save it for Sunday. No lines.
Really?
No lines at the Panini booth to get black boxes. Easy. We walked up.
You can do that?
Away.
I thought you had to make an appointment.
We didn't. I can tell you that. Like we literally walked up, got it, boom. There was nobody in line.
Nice.
No. They did.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Nobody in line. I just don't. I would love to talk to a Panini rep to see how this will work moving forward. Like, how will we do black boxes, redemptions, everything in the future? Because you're going to lose more and more inventory as we go, and you can't create license. You can't.
I'd be surprised, dude. They have so much. It feels like there's so much stuff.
I'm sure, but you can't do.
I agree.
I mean, you can do unlicensed, so maybe that's where we go.
Yeah.
But, like, will that create as much of a craze? I don't know.
I do want to talk just before I think we're coming to a close here.
Yep.
Before we sign off, a little bit of sports talk. MLB trade deadline is underway here.
Yep.
Probably the biggest signing is Tariq Skubal.
Skubal trade to the Dodgers.
Very interesting. Surprised the Brewers didn't jump on that. They're making
literally anybody didn't jump on that.
Making a heavy push, and they didn't get
it
much.
blows my mind. It's stuff like this that blows my mind, where the reports that the Yankees wouldn't go to the ceiling that the Tigers wanted, and then I see the trade with the Dodgers and the Tigers, and I'm like, why did the Tigers go from asking for so much for asking for so little?
Yeah, they literally took peanuts for him.
And then, you know what? Ever since, they're on like a 4-game losing streak.
I know.
They can't win a game to save their life now.
I know.
We're chalked next year. There's going to be no MLB season. If so, we play 60 games. We're not going to get an MLB season next year.
Yeah.
This only added fuel to the fire. And I did see a great point today. I don't remember who said it, but they were like, listen, people had the opportunity to trade a Skubal. You can't be mad that the Dodgers were the ones that got it done.
I agree 100%.
But it's a matter of how on earth is there enough since there's no salary cap, that this can keep happening where the Dodgers are paying godly money.
No offense.
Of course, we're not to their standard, but we are closer. But
there's like Dodgers, Yankees.
We're not that close.
I mean, Dodgers, Yankees.
Yeah, we're a little bit. That's
then everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is true. I mean, it's true.
It's we're not gonna have an LB season next year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fight, and nobody's gonna win
I agree.
because the players aren't gonna go to the league, and the league isn't gonna reach an agreement with the players. It's not gonna get there. Also, I will say, because I haven't had my moment yet.
Yeah. Congrats.
We got LeBron.
They got him.
We got LeBron. It was so obvious the whole entire time.
It's championship or it's bust.
Championship or bust.
Yeah.
I'm pumped, dude. I'm so excited.
You should be.
I'm so excited. I have 23 tatted on my arm. Is it for LeBron? No, but is there a part of me that has always said it's for LeBron? Yes.
Call me crazy. They win the championship. You got to put a crown.
You know what's crazy?
Over it.
So backstory of this: the 23 is really for my grandmother. And I had a talk with my family last week, and I was like, listen, would you guys feel some type of way? Would you guys feel disrespected if I put a crown floating above the 23? And they were mixed. And they were like, I would love it, but I never want people to start an argument over your tattoo when that's not the true meaning. I'm like, I get it.
That's fair.
But
I thought it was because of Dr. Pepper.
Trust me. I've thought about it. I've already thought about getting the crown above 23 because I've always been a LeBron supporter.
You could always get something else too.
I might get the crown next year.
Like if the Chargers ever win like a Super Bowl, I'm getting like something tattooed on me.
Yeah, maybe when the Vikings win it this year, I'll get something too. All right, dude. That should do it for another episode, dude.
They'll do it.
Yeah. Do it for another episode of The Hobby Never Sleeps. We got, I'm sure we'll have some exciting stuff coming up too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's an awesome national. Hopefully do it again next year, 2027.
Run it back. Next year, Chicago. Year 2028, Detroit.
Detroit for what, 3 years, I think?
I'm kind of excited for that. Is that crazy? Yeah, I think it's just one and then back Chicago.
Okay.
They're testing the waters over there in Detroit.
Okay, listen, we're going to have to expand, dude. We're going to have to expand because it's getting bigger.
Yep.
It's getting bigger each year. But yeah, dude, that'll do it for another episode of The Hobby Never Sleeps. Make sure to follow us on all podcast streaming platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, literally wherever you get your podcasts. Check us out on all content platforms as well. That'll do it for another episode of The Hobby Never Sleeps, and we'll see you next week.
We move.